So here we have running 1203.6, looking for improvements, mainly in terms of judder. They had improved in 1201, but looking for improvements from that to 1203.6, seeing if they've really improved. It's looking pretty good so far, but then they're waiting for the line to move its head, and that usually creates a period of judder. Pretty good. You know, when it was on 1180, we saw a lot of judder. Still seeing some pixelation on the logo there, but yeah, it also appears to be, I've not calibrated the TV, so I will do some calibration settings after I've had it for a while. But detail looks good. I'm still using the calibration for 1201.6 and it still looks pretty decent. It seems a little bit brighter. I'm starting to feel that it's perhaps a bit brighter. Judder seems good. That logo's looking a little bit better. We're not seeing sort of too much banding on the things there. As this is a video and we're looking for sort of judder as this moves down. So we're seeing, I think we're seeing an improvement on that. It certainly seems brighter to me. We'll see that again. I basically chose that because it was a very large image moving sort of slowly, and it's just confirming that it's been updated. So yeah, we don't have any processing on, so the TV isn't doing any processing. I don't believe in too much processing, in fact very little at all, or none preferably. But there are ways and means of dealing with a little bit of judder by using just a very tiny bit of processing, which I'll explain in the calibration settings for 1203.6. But overall, even without any sort of processing at all from 1201.6 to that, we're seeing quite a bit of improvement. Seems brighter though, I'm starting to feel it feels brighter. Moving on to this is always a good one for sort of brightness. In fact, yes, most certainly brighter. Obviously I'm just looking with my eye and seeing how it was previously, and I've left the settings from 1201.6, I think it's 1201.6, deliberately as they are for the calibration settings. They're the same settings that we're using for 1203.6 right now, but I will adjust them. But I'm seeing it seems a lot brighter. I'm not seeing on the sort of borders, I don't see as much bleed. That was one of the issues I had or noticed more from using 1201.6, that there seemed to be sort of in the black bands, top and bottom, that you get in movies sometimes, more bleed, and there seems to be less of that. Let me just pay attention to that a bit more, I think, but I don't believe we seem to be having too much of that. It's responding well with this, with the headlights. We're not getting sort of too much pixelation. It's hard to tell too much of the difference between 1201.6 because that was pretty decent, removed quite a lot of issues. This seems, I think one of the main things, I believe they sorted out a lot of the LED issues that were still around from 1201. This is always a very good one for looking for pixelation and banding. Basically we're looking at the mountain side as the sun begins to set and the clouds, and we're looking to see how the TV handles that, and if we see any sort of color banding and shading, and it's dealing with that an awful lot better than it was previously. On 1180 it got really bad. There was a lot of pixelation and banding. On this it seems an awful lot better. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I believe there is that. So I'll look again, seeing quite a lot. It's very bright, nice decent colors. Sun setting very quickly. Usually would get some pixelation in the clouds as it sort of gets finer and darker. Same on the mountain sides. And we're also not getting any bleed in the top right as the sun sort of is the main brightest part of the picture at the moment, so we're not getting that, so that's a positive. So overall I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen from that so far. Have a look again, looking for bleed onto the black bands top and bottom as the sun is at the very top, but not seeing any at all. And then we're looking at the clouds and also the hillside, as we mentioned earlier, to see if we're getting any sort of pixelation and sort of color banding where we see a separation in sort of tones of color. But overall I think that's improved a lot. It's still there if you're really looking for it, and of course YouTube will add some compression, but as I'm watching it now it's looking pretty decent. So there we have it. I think overall it's a good update. I feel that they've increased the brightness a lot. I think they've sorted out, or so it appears, some of the issues in terms of light bleed on a lot of which I noticed an awful lot more and became an issue for me, and I know it's become an issue a lot for you guys with that. Judder seems to have improved even over from the last time, massively improved from 1180. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So yeah, we'll just look at, find one that's got some good banding on it. What am I talking to? Good banding. Go back to this one. And there isn't much bleed, even though, you know, there's a lot of, if we pause that at the time, I guess that's light. It's not as easy as it, as it looks. I'm trying to get a headlight towards one of the corners. Yeah, this isn't as easy as it looks. To be very quick. Yeah, but yeah, I think banding has improved. Pretty impressed with that, to be honest. So I think it's a good update. We've seen improvements in how the LED is being handled, how the backlight is being handled. This is a KS8000, which is the KS9000 in the US, and certainly brighter. Judder's improved, but it was pretty good in the last one, but the main one was bleed, and I think it's brighter as well. So I think those are the main improvements we can take from that. Love clicking things? I do, you do, we all do. Why not click some more things like the subscribe button? Or in fact, there's a bell button. How exciting! These mythical buttons make numbers grow and alerts appear like magic. Do it now and be part of the wonder of the interwebs. How about another video? Look, it's there. Lovely new video to watch when you're done clicking. Yummy.